Welcome to Gran Turismo 7 and Deep Forest. So the JCCR racing team is going to be taking on the challengers this evening in preparation for the championship race. So anytime you're going to be put on the spot and you have a chance to not be put on the spot, this is what you do. You prepare. So what we're doing here is we're going to be preparing for our champion, you call it championship race against the SLM racing team. So tomorrow we've got a race, get back to you with a time. Probably going to be 1 or 2 in the afternoon, but we're going to be racing the SLM racing team. And whether you're giving a public speech, whether you're preparing a project that you're going to be presenting, going to court, presenting as a lawyer, whatever, architect, designer, whatever project you've got to put down and present in front of people, or you're going to be getting into discussion with someone, prepare your material, know your points, know your in and outs of the argument or the project. And this is what we're going to be doing. Going to treat this track like a project here. Hey, Boston. Oh, thank you for wishing me happy Friday. Happy Friday and howdy to you, buddy. Ronan, happy Friday. This is going to be a lobby. This is absolutely a lobby. So this is the JCCR race for tonight. We're going to be doing 10 laps. So there'll be a pit, whether you're on medium. Well, you can try to have the mediums last out. Good luck. But whether you're going softs or mediums, this is going to be a pit race, just like we're going to be doing against the SLM race team tomorrow. So I figured, what better, what's the best thing we can do? We can prep. We can also find out who's going to be our, maybe our fastest racers for that race, because it's an 8 versus 8 race. Hey, Super Doofus, race long and prosper as well. Thank you, brother. Very much appreciated. Good to see everyone again. Happy Friday. And it reminds me, I'm going to turn on the rig. So what do you do when you want to be ready? Oh, right on. No worries. Thank you, Tom, for lurking. I'm getting ready here for tomorrow's race. So we'll enter it, and we'll jump on the track here, find out, if you're doing a public speech, what do? Well, you learn the speech, you memorize the speech, just practice it in your head so you know the words. You also have to take time to practice your timing, your tonality, kind of like your spacing, your volume, being able to do hand gestures and eye contact. So you want to actually practice all that, in front of the mirror, and then I find a real person who can actually hear you out and do it in front of the person, in front of someone. Knight Rider Jim, welcome in, buddy. Come join the track. Let's get ready for the SLM race tomorrow. I'm going to call it a championship race, because when it's team versus team, you got to put it all on the line. All right. So, for tomorrow, I will know that is to be avoided. Oh, okay, sorry, I guess I started the race here. Well, we'll start this over. Sorry, folks. Hey, Dano, the Texas Ranger himself. What is up, legend? So, sorry, folks, I'm going to quit the lobby out, get everyone to load back in. So, we'll be doing here, we'll set it up on all our regular rules. We'll put it to 14, so we don't have too much battling out, because this track is tight. Actually, let's do 12 tonight. Tomorrow's race is going to be 8 versus 8. We'll hit it up to 10 laps here. It's requiring a tire change because we've got tire wear on 6. Hey, Champ, come join. Dark J, welcome. Howdy, brothers. Make it on in. We're practicing to get us ready for the SLM championship race tomorrow. Sorry about little issue there. I got the race going when I only meant to restart the race, not start the race, but restart the practice. Let's see how many laps what 2 laps will do for our tires here. would help if I load up Deep Forest. I do love Dragon Trail though. So let's just load up the correct track here. Sorry for that little error there. All right, I guess we'll wait until we've got all 12 racers, that they've all initialized. There, we've got our 12. Change grid order. No, we'll set up Deep Forest right off and get this show on the road. I guess, well, we will. Who's holding us back here? Make space for our regular racers, so we'll just, all newbies that aren't S-rated will get a little boot. Jay Rizio giving us a new message. Keep it clean and have fun. That sounds very nice. Ronan with his calm seas create weak sailors. Yes, we need challenges in life to strengthen us. Oh, Daniel, thank you very much. It would help if you hit that like button. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Daniel. So once you make it in, hit that little green check mark. Remember, this is going to be 10 laps. And please, guys, let us know, what brake balance do you normally run at Deep Forest? And we'll just try to keep it to the racing basics as we try to remember or relearn this track. So the racing basics, we'll just actually follow the suggested gear for going through turns. And we'll try to use up the whole track, so we'll try to go from the complete outside to the complete inside and take a turn by turn. Thank you very much, Daniel, for wishing us good luck. Hopefully you'll be in shortly for the races. We've got B. Williams in, JCCR Chim, Sete, one of the challengers. We got JCCR Ronan, Dark J, K-King. Very nice. K-King, I have a feeling, is very quick. We'll go check that out and organize the list. And there's our lap of practice. Everyone should be in now, so let's... Mustang Drifter, yes, for tonight. I'm only doing 12 racers, at least for this race. Just because we didn't have a whole lot at first that dropped in, and I didn't want too many challengers, because we got to get this track quite accustomed to as we take on... this is going to be the track that we take on the SLM racing team tomorrow, so I'm kind of treating that as a championship race. And let's see, are there any, if I can make room for you, I can't use the excuse of kicking out people who aren't S-rated. Let's see what rating Res Racer, welcome! Welcome in! Alright, so it's a lot of challengers actually, so let's... Okay, we got an A+. I don't want to kick the A+. Let's kick out one or two challengers here. There's a space for you, Mustang Drifter. And let's see what rating Stunty has here. Stunty is an A driver. All right, so there's your spot, Mustang. I'm gonna lobbies so far we haven't started the race yet, so far so good. No crashes. Res Racer, you legend. Thank you for making it in. And we've got Rogue 66. I guess this really is too small of a lobby, so let's kick it up to, let's put, I guess, the full 16. So I'm going to say starting new lobby. Sorry, folks, you're going to have to go look for the JC. Please go ahead and look for the JCCR race, clean, or kick lobby. Shall only be a moment. Ten laps. And here we go. It's going to be started right up. Daniel, I appreciate your lurking. Thank you very much, mate. All right, so 10 laps. Squeezing 5 laps out of the tires, soft tires, I think is going to be possible. I think it's probably a lot safer to run mediums. But I'm going to try this. I'm going to try at least one setup on the softs here. The Dark J. Let's see who we've got here this evening. JCCR Ronan is going to be driving the Jag. Very nice. I'm going to be driving the 911. The Dark J in his Nissan GTR. We've got Rogue 66. We're going to rock it out in the Viper. Always welcome to come back, Rogue. Fantastic driver. Clean and fast. We've got Dano. Dano in the Viper, no surprises there. So the Texas Ranger running some cool NASA colors there. We got Cashmere Fields, who's a newbie, so a little stranger danger there. We don't know if we'll get just a nice, clean driving rando, or is it going to be a full-out stranger danger pushing us around the track. We got Mr. T. Latit. I always like to say that must be a French name. Nothing inappropriate there. Viseri. And that is who we've got in the races tonight. Let's just clean it up if anyone is not S-rated. Like Cashmere Fields. B, some might say, hey, B isn't that bad. I don't even know how people don't have an S. B is, under A, so it's really quite unsafe driving. Hey, B. Williams saying he hosts a lot of endurance racing lobbies. If I can host a JCCR lobby earlier in the day, if you're going to run the JCCR livery during that race as a host, then yeah, you can go ahead and represent the team. Absolutely. Fantastic. That sounds good. Be good, B. Williams. All right, so we've got Oz Racing making it in, but B rating, but it's us. Is that our Aussie, our mate down in Australia? Well, that'll be very cool if it is. I actually think it is. So no driver rating E's with a safety rating of B. That's just asking for trouble. Hey, it is Oz Racing. Howdy, mate. You made it in for a race. Right on. Fantastic. Let's get this organized here. So hopefully I'm not the slowest driver. If so, I guess I'll be Bunny tonight. T. Lateeds can move up, or maybe it's just easier to move the A's. Yeah, so Sate, Dano, and JCCR. We got Gus there. So how we organize the chart here, or the grid, so how we organize the grid is we try to put the slowest drivers at the top. So it practices the faster drivers, their safe passing skills. It also practices their reflexes because, you know, a C driver like myself, I'm going to do some random stuff that you're like, why are you braking here? Or why are you not turning in? Or why are you turning in? Well, it practices your reflexes, your dodging skills, all those skills that in an A league, everyone's going to drive pretty much the same line, have this pretty much the same brake zones. You're not going to really get much of a chance or less of a chance to practice all that. So we'll put the A's at the bottom, meaning I need to move up Gus and Mr. Letitz. And here we go. I hope you're all ready to put the pedal to the metal. Oz Racing, I don't know what's going on, man. You got to hit that green check mark. There you go. And folks, don't forget your tire selection. Let's put the pedal to the metal. Let's get down to business. We got Oz Racing with us, the legend, the designer of many of the JCCR racing liveries, and the designer of our second livery we ever had made. Squirrel 86 actually made me my very first design. It was for the Nissan GTR, blue and silver. And Oz has made me one for pretty much every single car I've driven since. So Oz is a big sponsor to the channel. Yeah, lots of trail braking here. Let's do it on +2. So I'm Bunny because I am officially the slowest driver on the grid. So I don't know if I'll make the cut for the championship race against SLM Racing tomorrow, but we'll find out in these 12 laps based on where I finish. If I finish 10th or below, then I'm definitely not making the cut to be one of the top 8 racers to go up against SLM. Let's see if amateur racing mixed with, I was gonna say, good, safe, smart driving. Mind you, that wasn't all that safe what I just pulled there. And JCCR Chimp taking the front of the lead. JCCR Chimp is rated C, but I have more of a feeling that on many tracks he's an A. Oh, Daniel, I'm sorry to hear that your DR suffered badly this week. You're not alone. My DR, the driver rating, your overall speed rating, also suffered quite a bit on Laguna Seca. There's a mix of it being violent, and it's also visually and mentally a very easy track. But the smallest little error will get you touching grass and way off and done. You know, get you cooked. Been hit. We'll lose a little time there, but no harm, no foul. We didn't eat a wall. Nice pass, Ronan, very clean. Your passing is as clean as your livery. Oh, Boston. No, not the D. Nobody wants to get the D. The D is the danger league. No one wants to get penalties and crashed out and end up having their driver rating suffer so much that they go down to the D. on, guys. Gus, not a teammate, so stranger danger there. Gus's first instance on the race. Oh, but he does the classy move. Thank you very much, Gus. Very nice. Oh my goodness, I guess everyone involved on that pulled over. Wow, very surprising. I'd only expect one car. Oh, MB got pushed. Who is MB? MB. Must be someone's initials here, but my brain's just not functioning at this moment. MB got pushed. Oh, okay, Gus. Okay, Gus is saying he got pushed. Okay, well, thank you, Gus. Thank you very much for pulling over, even though you got pushed. If someone pushes you into someone else, you don't have to, I'd say don't pull over. You're already victimized. Very cool of you, though, just the same. Oh, MB is my bad. Oh, thank you very much, Daniel. I don't speak initial. I don't speak quick texting. By the time I got into the texting game, well, no, that's not true. My first cell phone, you did have to pick letters. Like, you just had numbers, you know, 1, which would be A, B, C, 2 would be D, E, F. So I did do some very light texting on a phone like that, but not for very long. Oof. I think I need to maybe get my brake balance down to get control of this rear end. The trail braking is fantastic, but the rear end does slide out under braking. Now, what is a double nickel? Johnny, I'll be double nickel in 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, okay, yeah, absolutely, kind of like a quarter pounder, a nickel, fantastic, well, congratulations. Let's fix up this 55, wow, congratulations. With age comes wisdom. We don't have the... With age, people generally certainly don't have that unbreakable, unkillable spirit, the I can do anything Superman attitude, which isn't very healthy anyways. We kind of, as we get older, pay for the sins of our youth. But we do have wisdom. We don't have as much spring in the step, but we have wisdom. We've got sore backs and sore knees. Oh, the mileage. Yeah, it's not the age, it's the mileage. I am actually holding my own here. I'm actually quite pleased because I am racing with some solid legends. Very nice. Tila Teats, we went through there side by side, no collision. I love it when we can have tight races like this without contact. Does the soul some good, because sport mode certainly doesn't encourage us to have a positive outlook on humanity. Oh, I'm cooking it hard. All right, so we got 25 seconds until these tires are clean and we can actually go through turns at the proper speed. think these tires are more than due. Time to bring it in. Should have brought it in last lap. Yeah, there's no, theoretically could, no, there's no way. We could last 10 laps. So the smart money would have been mediums. Yeah, there we go. We need tires. Would have been mediums the whole way through. Now that's a proper pit area. No wall that we have to somehow dodge. All right, so had a little crash there. Didn't adjust to the wear on the tires. That's going to be important to know for any sprint or endurance race you're taking on. So yeah, B. Williams for the race. My idea behind it, absolutely. Give us some publicity, get the JCCR team out there. You can call it JCCR and then give it some sort of title. Just, if possible, don't call it JCCR Race Clean or Kick, because that'll be people's, individuals, well, different drivers' manner to know that it is, it's me that's hosting. So that'll follow the regular format of 3 to 10 laps. And generally 3 races. Tonight's going to be a little different because we usually keep it around 12 to 15 total laps. Try to keep the lives at a rate about an hour flat or close to it. Right now we got JCCR Chimp up in first with Ronan following him, so it's looking like we've got good chances that that's going to be a JCCR win for race 1 of the night. Now the Challengers did win last night. Ooh, nice pass, Oz Racing. Very nice pass. That is how it's done, folks. All right, up to 21 watching. Thanks so much to the live stream commentators, as I like to call it, the JCCR Racing Pit Crew. So I'm all ears. I'm just a rookie amateur racer looking to learn and grow, and the best people to coach me through that is, well, the JCCR Racing Pit Crew. So if you've got tips and tricks when it comes down to car setups, car choice, brake balance, I am all ears. Car choice, I'm very much likely won't change cars. I'm just trying to, I think it's important when you're an amateur or rookie racer to get decent at driving a car as quickly as possible. And getting decent comes down to, well, consistency. And it is so much easier to get consistent across all these different tracks as if you're always taking all these tracks on with the same car. Once you're comfortable at all the tracks, know all the tracks, and are pretty fast with that one car, I think then it makes sense to start trying different cars where how the vehicle behaves is going to vary. Oh, sorry, Oz Racing. I'm slowing down. I'm making sure you stay ahead of me there. I'm not just going to hit it and quit it. I won't hit it, throw some taxi change at you. So back into it. We've got 2 laps left. Try to get a clean pass on Oz Racing. Not what I just did. That wasn't clean. I bumped him. Got him all crooked. And we've got the Dark J behind us somehow. I don't know how that happened. All right, we're behind Tila Teets. Oz Racing just got a nice pass on him. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Dark J. Got a bad feeling someone hit him off track. Hopefully that's not the case. All right, last lap. Let's see what we can do here. Car is much more stable now that we've got the brake balance. What was that, at 0? It is just perfect now wherever it's at. We were at +2. The back end was sliding out a little too much with these slight elevation changes. Try to use the whole track, open the complete outside to the complete inside. That actually worked out quite well that time. All right, and Ronan's picked up the win. Oh, we've braked late. We've braked late. Oh, no, hey, Remy Races, come join us, buddy. Good to see you again, Remy. We were getting practiced up for tomorrow's race against the SLM Racing team. And I'm going to actually get in here so I can see what's going on in the live stream. Whew. Good game, everybody. So that's race 1, and it's a JCCR win with a challenger right in second. Well done. Yeah, I almost pretty much forgot that there was where I did not adjust, and it took me off track as well, Chimp. All right, so Chimp was in first. He dropped down in 5th, probably something to do with the tire wear. So that was a good race, and folks, you know how it works here. If you win, you pick the next race. You get put in charge. You become the boss, man. So you win, you choose the next race. I know the next isn't one word, but they offer it to me, so why take the time to split it up? Let's see what the next race is. Maybe you guys call it out in the live stream because my eyes right now with the YouTube lighting up in my face. And I don't have my glasses on because then all you'd see is the glare from the screen here. Oh, Grand Valley, right on. Fantastic. Woo! And I miss Grand Valley. That's fantastic. I mentioned last night, I think, how we hadn't raced it in a while. Oh, I picked Deep Forest again. Oops. Okay, no, it's just not my glasses. That's concentration right there. Turn off some of this bright lighting in my face here. There we go, Grand Valley. Highway 1, certainly not in reverse. And let's do 5 laps. So your softs it's going to be a little rough last lap, likely. Oh, no worries, the Dark J. This has been not my week. I've been getting my rear kicked into gear over on Laguna Seca. Oh, very nice. Yeah, absolutely. So, B. Williams, you could call it like JCCR Endurance Race or JCCR Sprint Race. And if you wouldn't mind, throw on the JCCR livery as host. You know, sport our colors, sport our team's colors. Dano, no worries at all, buddy. I won't have the Texas Ranger to give a swift spinning sidekick to anyone who misbehaves here. BB, so, speed. We don't know you, and you're a B rating. My general rule is, well, I'll only kick you out if we need the space. And we do need the space. We're at 6 out of 6. Is anyone else lower rated? Nope, that is the worst safety rating. So I'm sorry, Speed. Come back please come back. He's from Canada. I know, buddy. Please come back when you've got your driver rating, just at least an A here. Get that safety rating up to A, not the driver rating. Sorry, the driver rating can be E. That's fine. Ideally not, because E's, sometimes just lack of knowing the track can cause quite a bit of trouble. But make it back, ideally with your safety rating at S, and then we'll put all the slower drivers at the top, the fastest drivers at the bottom. So let's see here. Oh, okay, no, I didn't start the race. That's good. I just started over. Whataburger sounds pretty good. So Chimp is pretty darn fast. Let's bring him down a little for this race. And let's see what Remy. Yeah, Remy made it in. Fantastic. Let's put Remy right behind me because he's a faster driver than me. I just won probably beat him last season, probably just by making it 1 or 2 extra races. Because he's always faster than me. Let's see here. Oz Racing. We know you're a clean driver and you're C. So yeah, on that account. But we know you're faster than that. But let's put you up. Since you're from down under, let's take you from down under and put you up near the very top. All right, so we'll put Oz Racing, a challenger, right near the top, and he's got a good chance of winning, I'd say, because I think he's actually an A or a B. And then we got the rest of the pack with our A's at the bottom. We'll get C. Morano up top here. Oh, he's an S rating, so we can rate him. Let's give him the honors of being bunny here. So we'll be at the top of the pack. We're surrounded by challengers. And Dana, you said you're sitting this one out, right? So I can, even though you're not checked here, I can hit this. You're sitting it out, so I'm going to start the race. Hopefully I'm not upsetting you and I didn't misunderstand. Well, folks, I hope you're ready to put the pedal to... Oh, cool. It's your father who's playing. Very cool. And Manite. Dude, I waited. No, Speed, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had waited the whole race. Oh, Speed is your father. I am very sorry. Well, now I know. Next race, or not next race, Monday night. Race Mondays to Fridays. So I'll know for next time, and next time do just remind me. Just right, like, hey guys, I'm a safe driver, and I'll remember, oh yeah, that's the guy I kicked, and obviously clearly regretted it afterwards. All right, so for brake balance here, I'd say 1. Some sweeping corners where being on +2 or higher, like here, you definitely want to be able to trail brake. Ricky Rez Racer, thank you very much. Okay, we're on safe tires, so could have made it through there full throttle. I'll just go way outside here. I'm not getting anyone's way since I am going slower than I should be. And we'll follow Remy. Proof of the truth, I said he's faster than me. Well, there you go, he's already ahead. Alright, haven't driven Grand Valley in a while, but I guess it's just got to mentally remind ourselves to not just try to race as fast as we can so we can pass the car in front of us, but race the track, really focus in on the outside and insides of the track and try to go from the complete outside to the complete inside. And actually follow the game cues, not try to play it like I know it all and take every turn 1 gear ahead. Try to actually get to that suggested gear. Remy, thank you very much. Leaving me a little space there, but I didn't get ahead. Ooh, we gotta be full throttle through that section. So error made, but lesson learned. So now we've got Gus coming in really quickly. So we've got C. Moreno at the top. C. Moreno at the top. Oh. Now, at the end of that turn, that's why I always like to, most of this track, I'd like to have it like -2 for the brake balance. But then turn 1, for example, a huge sweeping turn where trail braking is really important. And when you're in, it's hard to trail brake. They're really light-footed to trail brake when you're at like -2 for brake balance. Ooh, this is interesting. We're gonna go here, almost 3 wide. Nope, officially are 3 wide. All right, for a moment we're in first. Oh, no worries about it at all. And this is a hard track to learn. I still haven't learned half of the turns through here, and I just demonstrated that right there. All over the place with my gear shifts. I just don't know what's the right speed to go through at. And see, Moreno, tell your father I'm sorry for booting him. Didn't realize it, that he had been waiting. Just saw, oh, I just figured, oh, well, it's a new name, safety rating at B. As a lobby, we've had a lot of bad luck with B safety drivers. I used to always test them one race, but then we're you know, day after day, week after week, we kept getting B-rated safety rating drivers that we would test, and it rarely went well. So I've maybe made a bad habit of giving a quick kick and saying, you know, come back when your safety rating is higher. So I'm sure your dad would have been safe. Sometimes it's just people haven't played sport mode enough. And sport mode, it can be very hard to keep our patience as well, because it's hard not to hit back when we're getting hit. And when you're in the lower leagues, safety leagues, because you can be, you know, a B-rated driver. And that was a big mistake on my part. Gonna touch the steering wheel as little as possible, but as much as necessary to get back on the track. This track is chewing cars up and spitting them out. It is a tough track, because you got the gravel right there, and we all know what gravel does when they get lodged into the tires. It make these tires grip less and sometimes just slide off the track when you're going at the speed you would always go through the turn at. All right, we're in second. We got JCCR up in first. Let's see if we can hold this all together and have... Let's see if we can get a full podium of JCCR cars on the top, but I'm not helping the team if I'm going to fudge up turns like that. Here it's not gravel, just a little bit of sand. All right, we got N. Menate right behind us, Rogue 66, followed by then Tila Teets. Now here we won't listen to the regular driving advice or basics of racing, which is to go from the complete outside to the complete inside. Here we absolutely will. All right, we've got 1.5 laps left. We're still in second. Jay Rizio way up ahead on his own. But can we keep the legends that are behind us behind us? Well, we'll find out very shortly. It is a hard track to pass people on, so I've got that advantage. Just got to make sure we get through the tunnel nice and proper, because if we slow down here, got to make it through without letting go of that accelerator. Otherwise, this is where cars will get easy passes. No shifting into sixth. At the 300, we get onto the brakes. Trail brake here, still braking slightly. Oh, big mistake. We applied the brakes there, and that was a full throttle section. Oh, we gotta adjust the tires, feel a little not so grippy. Good pass, Rogue, very nice pass. The Rogue Racing showing us how the pros do it. Well done, you legend. Can we close this gap and finish in second, or should we just be trying to hold on to third? I'm gonna push it, because why not? Oh, good thing it just missed rope there. Braking came in just in time. Oh yeah, these tires are not so safe. Oh, it's going to be a drag race all the way to finish. Woo, 0.3 behind us. Whoa, what a finish. That was close. Little back and forth there. And we were able to stay on podium. We did a thing! Staying on podium with these legends. It might not mean much to you, but if you don't know the group here, we've got some fantastic drivers. We've got a bunch of A's, B's, often a bunch of A pluses, occasional A plus, a lot of A's and B's. And I'm just a lonely C amateur racer, so I get to say I did a thing, because for me, that's a big thing. Don't get to finish, usually I only get to, well, I almost never finish podium. Normally how it works is that someone who does finish podium, every so often they give to charity and let me pick a race. Dark J, thank you. It's unfortunate news, but Dark J, thank you for sharing that. So I'm going to drop a message about that. Yeah, Dark J is very fast. He is our Batman. It says he's B, but he's A plus on some tracks, A on others, and B on some tracks. So he's occasionally an actual B driver. It's rare that he has a bad night. Often he's picking up our fastest laps, even though we've got, A's and A pluses in the house. I'm just gonna write here. Be careful not to dive bomb. Dark J, for the group, can you explain to the group, because we're all about learning and growing here, and we all have different levels of knowledge and experience. Explain what dive bombing is, so that even someone who's maybe not doing it will learn. Someone who is doing it will learn. We'll all learn. So explain what dive bombing is. Yeah, and I want to learn better race IQ. So let me know about dive bombing. I think my understanding of it is you're quite, there's gap between you and the car. You're not side by side where it's kind of like, sometimes confusing who gets to jump into the line first. So I think it's when you're behind and the car starts to slow down and you kind of tuck left, then brake, and because they're going through their turn, but you're originally behind, you end up kind of spearing them somewhat. B. Williams saying some people driving like there's a cash prize. Oh, so Knight Rider Jim got a big overtake because of it. So that's good to know. So what we're going to do, we got two. Let's check out the winners. We got Jay Rizzio picking up first, getting the gold, running some wild mags. Are those purple mags or pink? Very, very cool livery. Very out there. We got Roke 66, a challenger, almost taking the win. And I finished third. Tila Teets in fourth. Then we got B. Williams, Chimp, Manite, and Ronan. So we picked up bronze. So I'll have to give myself a little mental bronze win there. Okay, so Dark J is explaining to us that when you brake much later from much further back to try to pass and pass the car by the apex, you end up forcing the other car way wide or hitting them. Yeah, okay, so I think kind of what I explained from my hands. You're kind of a bit, you're not side by side. You're definitely behind. The car does the regular line with the regular brake, the standard, proper braking zone. You go in on the inside to just kind of chase the apex and really try to brake to it. But your timing's off as they're coming in towards the apex. All you've done is really cut and stolen the apex from them, and you hit them or you force them to slow down and give you the position. So Jay Rizzio saying, let's race Watkins. Watkins will be fantastic. The last race of the night. Oh, we don't want to change that there. We want to change the race. So let's hit up Watkins and get practice on not dive bombing. We'll do 4 laps because on the 5th lap, these tires are really cooked on Watkins. Oh, and Dano mentioning that if you can avoid the dive bombs, you will actually be faster overall. It is good for no one, really. Mentally, I know I've dive bombed quite a few times in the past and probably recently as well. It's a race IQ. Sometimes it just seems like the thing to do. And sometimes it's just because I don't know the track. It's like, it feels like the person's braking so well. Sometimes I've also dive bombed because sometimes the person in front of me is really braking too early. And you're like, whoa, I'm turning left to avoid an accident. And then you kind of get forced into kind of a dive bomb because the other person's braking so early, you end up not having a collision. But I've definitely also accidentally had some collisions because I did a bad dive bomb. So thank you for the patience of the group. I'm blessed to have you along for the ride and putting up with my driving. All right, so who's still initializing? What is going on here? But yeah, something to be said about dive bombing as well is also don't forget to defend the turn. So the car behind you, if the car is right behind you, you should be more in the middle to defend so that they can't go and try to steal the apex from you. All right, so let's try last time. If this doesn't work, we'll call it a night. Okay, so we got, maybe it's because Toby Kenobi 1 was trying to get in. We'll see once. Okay, now he's in. Final time. We'll try it one last time. If it doesn't work, we'll just call this a win for the JCCR racing team. Oh yeah, you can definitely show what line you're taking earlier on before actually getting to the turn. Great point, Ronan. Absolutely. And we broke the quarter pounder. Well, that's good because I wasn't. I know I had said last time a couple times. At that time, I was like, "Hey, 3 strikes, we're out." We only got 2 strikes. We got to hit a home run on the last one. And Daniel, thank you, Daniel. The only punting allowed is on the like button, and hitting that like button can only make things better and better. Because as the community grows, we'll have more clean racers, more quality racing, more knowledge brought to the channel. More racers equals more knowledge, and of course, more knowledge means more power. And that's the goal here. We want to learn and grow while building community. A community of clean, solid racers. Now, wow, Rowiki with his A+ rating is in the house. Rowiki, that's going to put you at the bottom of the pack. But yeah, we also have all learned and noticed that even when you're at the bottom of the pack, you very, very often make it to the top of the pack. Yeah, I am. I'd say this is already set up. Let's see who Kai Racing 2024. What's his rating? Just don't want to put him in first if he's an A+. EB, and we don't know Kai. Has he said hello? Has he given us, hey, I'm a clean racer? No. So Kai, come back when you're cleaner. We've had bad luck with B racers, my friend. And to be consistent, I already kicked a B racer out. Unfortunately, I kicked out Speed earlier. Got the story behind it all. Let's bring up N. Manate. He's safety rating S with a speed rating of B. So let's put him right here as a challenger. So we've got a good mix there of JCCR racers with challengers. I hope you're all ready to put the pedal to the metal because we're about to get down to business. Four laps at Watkins Glen, the last 4 laps of the night. Getting a little warm. And I didn't have anyone, I guess I could put another C racer in first place this time. I did finish podium last time, so I guess that's what I should have done. Watkins Glen, let's run it at 0, try to keep the back end stable. Let's run it at -1, actually. Haha, thank you, Daniel. All right, it's Friday night. I want to say thank God it's Friday. TGIF, everybody. That won't make us any faster. Ooh, okay. So I will not be making it at the top of bus stop here. Yeah, I'm going to have to tuck behind. Or run very close to the apex. Alright, start braking when the rubber starts to get dark here. Kind of coast up the hill. Get to the apex and then be right back on the throttle. And we got the very fast B. Williams behind us, and he is closing up that gap nicely. Alright, we're at 28 watching. We're just 2 shy of 30 as we take on Watkins Glen. I'm statistically the slowest racer amongst all these legends and semi-pro and pro racers here, so I put myself as Bunny. But I guess I'm a little bit faster than a C rating driver on this track. I'm expecting someone to squash my lap time pretty soon. Otherwise I'm going to look like a real cheat putting myself in first. making myself funny there. Thank you, Daniel. Devious Daniel. I'll stop feeling bad for putting myself in first. I'm just gonna drive this car and track to the maximum. All right, here we go. Here's B. Williams right behind us. Ooh, sorry about that, B. Williams. That was very slow. All right, so we held on for 2 full laps, or sorry, 1.9 laps we held on, but here we go. Now we've got a good teacher in front of us. I just need to follow his lines, his break points, and he'll be demonstrating the principles, or the bottom of the pyramid, the principles of proper racing as he uses up the whole track, goes from one apex to another, from candy cane to candy cane. Ooh, we'd be picking up a penalty there, but I think all that sliding out was time penalty enough. Oh yes, I have penalties on, so we pick up the penalty. Oh, these tires are used. Okay, I need to adjust to the worn tires. They're already behaving a little wonky. But then again, we did pick up some dirt and filth in the grass going through the bus stop section. And it's the Dark J! What is up, Batman? Oh. So there, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, so it was my job, instead of sliding into the Dark J, to take myself off track there. I gotta get my mind back into the race. So I'm too ADHD, I guess, to handle Le Mans. Kind of fall asleep before the end of the straightaway and just go way off, miss my break points, just like I just did on this track, but it wasn't because the track is a sleepy track. That's just because my mind went somewhere else. Oh, this must be Dano. This is Dano. Looking sharp, buddy. All right, we got a great teacher in front of us. Just follow Dano's lines here. Even though he's in a front engine and we're in a mid-engine. I wonder if the race GT3 RS, if they also move the engine up so it counts as a mid-engine, or do they keep it like the GT3 RS, that 911 that Porsche sells to the public, and that is very much a rear engine, like my 1999 Porsche 911. Fantastic, the last analog Porsche ever made. Ooh, I think we're too far behind Ronan. So Ronan got pushed back one position. So there is the winner's table. We got B. Williams in first place, followed by Rowicki. Even though he was at the bottom, he did climb up to the top. Who knows what would have happened in one more lap. And we've got the Dark J in third. So there is your gold, silver, and bronze. Well done, boys. Good job. Very, very well done. Love to see those results. B. Williams, I have to know, were you racing for the JCCR team or were you racing for the Challengers? Either way, the JCCR team won out the night from the 3 races. I have to go back and think about the stats. Maybe you remember, Daniel. I'm thinking that this week was won by the Challengers. I think this makes it 5-3. 5 wins, 5 weeks to the... 5 weeks won by the JCCR team and 3 weeks won by the Challengers. Oh, B. Williams saying that he was on the mediums, but I'm getting fast. But I need to get consistent. Thank you very much, B. Williams. So let's work Challenger tonight, right on. So it was 2-1, so very close. Maybe in 3 or 4 more races, they would have taken it, the Challengers, but this week is won by the JCCR team, so sorry. No, it's won by the Challengers. So yeah, 5 wins for the JCCR team, 3 wins to the Challengers. Well done. Yeah, B. Williams, basically how I'm going to play it out is I'm going to assume if you're not running the JCCR livery, you want to race and give a chance to the Challengers. We got Rowicki. When Rowicki's in the house, it's like, woo, good luck. So... Man, Gus, Gus was a very fast B, very cool. Oz Racing from Australia, our mate from Australia, folks. Check out his channel. He makes incredible liveries. He's made the liveries for the JCCR racing team. So please, guys, reward him. Thank him by going and hitting like on a whole bunch of his videos, and do make sure, if you haven't already done so, do subscribe. And of course, right here, your man right here, and Philness, we're both JCCR Racing. Johnny here and Philness over on Philness Games. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please help us out with that. We need your help. It's the race to 1,000 subscribers, and right now, I think Philness and I are in a little unofficial competition to see who can get to 1,000 subscribers first. So subscribe to both our channels. And all I want to remind everyone is live a life with gratitude. It's so much better for your psychology, your overall well-being, and neuroscientists and the Bible prove it. Because, well, neuroscientists have found that when you're under constant stress, it ends up giving you the same overall brain structure and functioning as someone who has post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So your decision-making processes, overall joy, a whole lot of negative impacts of that. But basically what happens is your brain rewires. When you're positive and grateful, you're much more capable of developing that frontal cortex, logic, reason. And when you're constantly stressed, the proper wiring and functioning of your frontal cortex actually diminishes, while the wiring and neural connections in your amygdala go up. That's the reptilian part of your brain. That's sort of the more the fighting, anger part of your brain. So neuroscientists and the Bible both confirming that it is much better to live life through a point of positivity and gratitude. So I want to say thank you so much, guys, for making all this happen. Thanks for making this channel become much more of a business as we get very close to 1,000 subscribers. I encourage you all to go through life with positivity, kindness. Kindness doesn't mean you never say no. It's very important to be able to say no and know your boundaries. But you can say no, know your boundaries, set your limits while still being kind and respectful to people. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do to someone is to say to them, no, I can't help. You need to help yourself. I can't just give you money so you can go, buy things that will destroy your health. So Godspeed and God bless everyone. I hope you all get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. And if it's not in the real world, this is still my favorite place to race. But in the real world, over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, we've got a video to make for this weekend. We've got the 2017 Shelby GT350, the 1999 Porsche 911, the 1991 Toyota MR2 on its 4th engine. Hopefully this one will last. And we've got the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor as the family vehicle. Man, that thing can get hit. We got hit by about 7,500 pounds while we were completely stopped. Barely any damage. Very impressive vehicle. So on that note, I want to say good luck. Don't forget to spend time with friends and family tomorrow. And be back.